In today's video, I'm going to show you a locker tour of my over $20,000 Fortnite account. I'm going to show you the rare skins I got, the skins that I don't have, there's only 10 of them, and we're going to talk about my favorites and everything else in between as well. I've been playing Fortnite even before it was actually released, so I've been playing this whole freaking time, and I've been collecting the whole time too. I mean, look at all the skins I got. Look, I'm just going to scroll through them. There's legendaries, epics, just everything. Look how many skins. We're going to go through them and see what we got here. All right, let's jump into this. Okay, so starting off the top, I gotta say, the only annoying thing with the current way the locker set up is that these top skins over here are in like the wrong order. I feel like legendary should be there, and then these should be with their own categories. Like these should be with the lava series, these should be with the frozen series, and then Deadpool should be with the Marvel guys, you know? But speaking on that, I'm not gonna go through every single skin. I'm only gonna touch on the ones that I think are really cool or I have something to say about. So let's start off with Blaze. Now, Blaze is like the modern day Renegade Raider for everyone who couldn't get Renegade Raider, and I think she looks pretty sweet. We also got Deadpool here. He was a pretty sweet unlock, and I love that we started seeing some more cross collaborations after that. AIM is a really cool legendary skin, and he was one of the secret skins, which is nice. Now you got like Arachne over here, Arc, the Boundless skins, which are really cool because you can customize them, I believe, in trillions of types of ways, which is awesome. Battlehound was one of the coolest legendaries for me. I love the way his outfit set up. Looks really awesome. Black Knight, of course. If you see a Black Knight in game, you're gonna think this guy's been playing forever. He's an OG, if you will. And usually Black Knights, I don't know, I feel like it's hit or miss. If I run to Black Knight, he's either really, really good or really, really bad. So there's that. It's a cool skin though. Definitely brings back some of the nostalgia. This one over here, Blackheart. Love it because I actually really enjoyed season 8 and I thought it was a lot of fun. Calamity. Now this skin, Calamity, is one of my favorites. I love the customization of her outfit. More importantly to me, it holds a lot of sentimental value because I actually won the Stream Invitational tournament a couple years ago. It was a Twitch Stream Invitational tournament, and I think the total prize something was over $60,000. So it was insane, and I actually won using this skin, and it was one of my favorite moments ever in gaming, in life. I loved it. So gotta give a big shout out to the Calamity skin. I should rock her more. Moving on, we got Carbide here, and he was our first taste of like Iron Man kind of crossover. This was season 4 in chapter 1. So they were trying to do like superheroes in that season. And now in chapter 2, season 4, we got real superheroes. So it's so cool to see how far Fortnite's come. But this is definitely a banger skin. I really like Catalyst too. Catalyst is really awesome. Shark is cool. Crack Shot, they give him a couple styles now, which is pretty sweet. Criterion, I feel like needs a little bit of love. Definitely could get her a new selectable style or something. Cuddle Team Leader, it's an interesting legendary for sure. Cyclo was cool in the way they hyped him up. Love these Dark Vanguard and Voyager skins. Deadeye's really cool too. Love Deadfire, that when you eliminate people and when it gets towards the end of the game, you start changing. Dire was sweet. I love how it changed from just a dude who turned into a werewolf. It's really cool to see the transformation, especially if you were playing during that time. You would kind of like see the progress as you leveled up. We got Drift, who is a pretty big icon, I feel like, in this game. Enforcer, who had absolutely no effect on the story, but was a secret character. Eternal Night was pretty sweet. We had Fade. Fade had a lot of cool options here. I really like the last one. Fade's pretty sweet. You got Flytrap, who definitely needed some love, and they gave him a back bling and stuff recently, so that's pretty sweet. Frostbite, definitely don't see why he's a legendary, but you know, we'll let it slide. Galaxy Scout, I'm pretty happy because one of the skins I don't have is Galaxy. And I'll explain that in a little bit. Loved what they did with Maya, that you could customize her completely. They should definitely release more like that. They kind of did that with the Boundless set, to be honest. Over here we have Glow, who was, I think she was an exclusive for something. I don't remember, but she's a pretty cool skin. And she looks like just an upgraded version of Fate. Like, Fate's pretty sweet, but Glow is like a better version of Fate. We had Havoc. I think he was a Twitch Prime special, so I got him. Can't get him anymore. I don't think you can get Glow either anymore, too. I think Heim is a really cool skin. I wish they gave her the black and red style that the other guy had. I'll show you that in a bit. We have Hybrid here. Again, another taste of kind of customizable skins, and I thought this one was really sweet. Inferno, which is like our kind of budget Ghost Rider. We'll be getting Ghost Rider soon. So John Wick, I love this collab. Krampus is okay. Leviathan, people always memeing with the Leviathan game mode that came out for a limited time. If you know, you know. Love Ranger, not much to say about Love Ranger. Lux was probably, she was a tier 100 skin in the season 8 battle pass, and I thought she was pretty cool, but I wish she had like some transformations to her. Imagine she had like armor or something. Lynx was sweet. We got Magnus. Midas, definitely one of the most iconic characters ever to come to Fortnite, definitely in Chapter 2. Moisty Merman, he's pretty sweet. They gave him a bunch of different styles, so definitely worth it if you like it. Musha, I think it was Musha. Oh no, it wasn't Musha. Maybe it's a whole other skin. This one goes with a similar vibe as Heim, and I think they're both pretty sweet. The thing about like these helmets and stuff, I think it adds too much bulk. Even these shoulder pads, like it's harder for me to see in game, and I feel like that's fairly important. So I don't really rock those skins that much because of it. Big fan of Oblivion, and they recently gave her the gold style. So that's pretty sweet. Omega. Now Omega was the season 4 tier 100 skin, and if you leveled up a certain amount, I believe you were able to get him in the different colors and upgrade his armor. I know a lot of people don't have the purple color of him, so I feel like he's pretty rare. Speaking of rare, nothing else here really seems to be too rare. They all seem to be pretty cool skin. Red Knight was rare, but they brought her back to the item shop. Raven and Ravage always in the item shop as well as Raptor. Ragnarok was the tier 100 skin, and he has a really cool outfit. Reminds me of World of Warcraft, but again, a little too bulky for me to rock, you know, consistently. Rose Team Leader, I think that was for having the Founders Pack of Fortnite, which means you would have to have bought Save the World. So it's pretty nice to have it, you know, supporting them so early on. They gave us a couple skins. Rox, I think Rox might be one of my favorite outfits. I like her in this version without the helmet in stage 4. All her stages look really, really cool though, and I love all the different colors and customization you can have. I definitely rocked her for a very long time, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna put her back in the rotation of skins I use. Ruin was cool. He was part of the story, kind of. Sentinel, you don't see anyone rock him, but love the Gundam wing style. There we go. This skin, Shogun. I feel like Shogun is Musha, just recolored and looks cooler. Am I wrong? Singularity had all these styles that you had to find like the helmets in game. Pretty nifty to go on a search to find them, and then you unlock all these styles. I like options. Skystalker, Serana, Spider Knight. These are all pretty sweet. Now, all these legendaries are pretty sweet, but some of them are nothing to write home about. Ice King was a really, really nice one for sure. Visitor, very important to the story, and it's cool that you get all these sort of customizations to his helmet. I'm curious, while I'm going through these, what season did you start playing Fortnite in? Let me know. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and if so, which season of those? The Reaper. Now, this was the budget John Wick until we got John Wick, and anytime you saw a Reaper, you kind of know the person's a sweat. You don't really see many of them anymore, but I think it's still a classic skin. Prisoner was a cool secret skin. Then going through, Ultimate Knight was cool in Season X. This was Wonder Woman of Season 4, Valor. We still don't have Wonder Woman, but I don't doubt that'll be a collaboration in the works. Season 9, I don't know if this is tier 1 or tier 100, but it was a decent one. Not my favorite. I kind of liked his styles beforehand, but yeah, I wouldn't say that one's my favorite. Vertex, he looks like a lame robot. All right, he looks like a lame robot. One of the other skins I don't have is Dark Vertex. I'm gonna do a compilation of all the skins I don't have. It's only 10. I only don't have 10 skins, but the Dark Vertex version of them is one of the skins I'm missing. Now I can acquire still some of those 10 skins that I'm mentioning, and I will go over all those in a second, but I have no desire to acquire Dark Vertex besides just the collecting portion. Moving through, this is the other Founders collection right here. And then we got Wildcard, Wukong, Zenith, and Zero. Now that's going to be all the legendaries. That's a lot of legendaries, and I think I pretty much have all legendaries, maybe with the exception of like one like promotional one. But now we're on to the Dark series. The Dark series I think is probably one of my favorite series. I think it looks really cool. We got the DC series, and I just love how they like crossed all the worlds. Like, they don't usually do that, right? So seeing Aquaman, Batman, Black Manta, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and some more Batman in Fortnite is just awesome. And we're gonna be seeing Joker soon. It's gonna be good times. The Frozen series has Frozen Fish Stick, Frozen Nogops, Devour, who was a big part of the story. The Iconic series. Now we're gonna get a new member to the Icon series. We have Lachlan coming up next, and it's pretty sweet that Fortnite has put people in the game who have just like influenced it, right? Who have played Fortnite a lot, or were big members of the community. It's really nice to see. So we got Loser Fruit, we got Ninja, we got Lachlan coming up, I think Greg F, and you got Major Lazer, Astrojack, Travis Scott, Marshmallow. They always kill it with this series, so I'm happy to cop those whenever they come through. Another random in the middle of nowhere of my locker, we got Molten Omen. Marvel series, which got the biggest collection boost this season. I have literally everything here, and there is a lot They absolutely nailed it with this series. Absolutely nailed it. And they have a lot of the Marvel characters that I know and love. The one that is missing here that I'd really love to see is Spider-Man. I really want Spider-Man in the game. Let me know what Marvel character you want to see in the game. And I'd love for them to do like a movie Thor, selectable style, or a new skin, whatever works. I'd love to see that in the game as well. Ghost Rider's going to be coming through soon too. Oh, and I also want to see Gambit from X-Men. I think that would be sweet. Out of all these Marvel skins, I think the two most like budget ones are Star-Lord outfit and Black Widow outfit. I don't think they're like, if you just look at their names, like everyone's just called Doctor Doom, Daredevil. Like they have Black Widow outfits. So it's almost like somebody's dressing up as them, right? Which kind of makes sense because they don't look as official as Captain America, Blade, Thor, Iron Man, which they absolutely killed it with those. Love me some Wolverine too. And then we got the two that aren't like, they're like the Fortnite versions of Marvels, which is Cuddlepool and Ravenpool. Moving on, we got the Shadow series. So we got Perfect Shadow, Shadow Arc, and Shadow Scully, as well as Shadowbird. Fun fact for you, Fortnite actually sent me two of these like pack things that actually have all those, I'm pretty sure. So might have to give one of those away soon. I've just been holding on to them. I already got them. Slurp series is definitely an interesting one. This one is literally pay to lose because if you have a lot of shield, your head grows really big. And it's kind of an indicator not to fight you. Whereas if you don't really have any, then, you know, somebody might push you. So it's an interesting one. Star Wars series, love it with Finn. The Imperial Stormtrooper, so iconic. Kylo Ren looks awesome. Rey, Sith Trooper, and Azori Bliss. Don't know who this is, but if you like Star Wars, I'm sure you know. Moving on to the epic skins, there is a lot of them, so I'm just gonna go through some that I really think I should touch upon. Now, the Alpine Ace series, they came out with a ton of these, both in the male and female versions, before like the selectable styles thing became a thing. So I actually bought all of the male countries and all the female countries, so I have every Alpine skier skin. I know, it's ridiculous. It's a waste of money. Don't do it. But I did it. Moving through, we got a lot of characters you guys know and love. Astro Assassin was like leaked for a while, never came out, and then finally did, but she ended up looking different. Bow Bros, again, took a while to come out. I think it's a fairly cool skin, but bulky. You got these leftover series sets, which I think are, you know, they're pretty cool. You got Beast Mode over here, who has a bunch of different styles. It's interesting. I would wear it. Got some Halloween skins. The football skins were a great addition. Brutus. Love me some Brutus. Bright Gunner. The Skull series. Bun Bun, the giant chocolate bunny. I want to know, while I'm going through these, what is your favorite skin ever in Fortnite? Let me know. I love the Chief Hopper with the Stranger Things collaboration. I thought they did a great job. Chaos Agent, which is definitely a skin that comes through the item shop quite a bit. He is a big part of the story, I'm pretty sure. So Caster, they kept adding different styles. So you have like the default, the fire, and the ice water. It's pretty nice to see some older skins getting some love again. I feel like nobody rocks Copper Wasp, but he do be a vibe though. He do be a vibe. Same thing with Cobalt. I never seen this skin. Some of these skins I never ever see. This Jordan one is very clean. I love how she's wearing Jordans too. Cloak Star. We got some Christmas skins, some Halloween skins. This one's actually one of my favorites in terms of how clean the skin is. So Daring Duelist over here, this is a skin that I never see anyone rock, but I think it's one of the cleanest skins just in art style. And I love the like blackish and gold combo. I think it looks great. We got some more skins that literally nobody ever rocks. Demi, I think, is a solid pick there. Love the Doggo, especially when I was the Salty Dogs. Some clean skins here. I think Hush is an amazingly clean skin, so I love this style for her. Double Helix. Now, Double Helix, this was given to people who bought a certain version of the Switch, and I purposely bought it just for the skin. And what do you know? I love the Switch as well. Love playing me some Animal Crossing. I played some Legend of Zelda on there, beat it completely. Mario. I need to get some Pokemon games for it. It was a win-win situation for me. The skin's all right, though. It's definitely not too unique, and it's meh. Dreamflower, which I think this is a pretty rare skin in the sense of it hasn't been in the item shop in a while. Lead Agent is definitely a common skin amongst pros. And then we got a bunch of skins that are, I'm gonna say, nothing to really write home about. You got the classic Christmas skins, which I really do like. Here we go. We got Ghoul Trooper, and you can see I got the pink version of Ghoul Trooper. Now, you could have bought her this year and last year, but she'd only come with this version and this version. If you had bought her originally when she came out, I believe in 2018, you will have this pink version, which means that if you see a pink Ghoul Trooper, maybe run. We got Bunk Ops, some really cool underrated skins, I would say here too. This one's just weird. Guan Yu might be the biggest skin in the game. He's absolutely massive. Besides being a meme for how big he is, I don't think I'd rock him just because I can't see over his head and shoulders. The skin's pretty sweet though, like graphically designed. I love it. It looks awesome. Gumshoe, I feel is underrated. Some creepy skins here. This one's really creepy. The creepiest thing about this skin is that if you have it, you're in the lobby skin, it just constantly keeps changing, which is fairly annoying. I don't know if they fixed the bug or not, but Heidi, which I think is really cool skin. Hotwire, you'd never see anybody with him. This was Infinity. Kit was a cool one. Kenji looking sweet. Kane, super random. A lot of these aren't too rare because you could acquire them basically whenever, and they'll probably rotate back into the item shop. I don't know if Lieutenant Evergreen will, because he was a gift for last Christmas. So we'll see, but this one's definitely good if you want to blend in with Christmas trees, specifically. We have Mariana, who just flashes. I don't know what's going on. That's when you get an elimination. She just flashes like crazy. Master Key, which you got his different style here if you did the overtime challenges. This one always reminds me of Beast Wars. It was a Transformers series, and there was a character that looked like this. Going through, Maverick actually got a nice buff here with this other skin style. Love the helmet. Love the outfit. Mecha Team Leader, for those of you who remember with the final showdown, definitely iconic. We got Laser Beam skin right here, Dingy. And then we got the Mogul Masters here as well. I'm fairly certain I bought them all. I'm starting to think I didn't get all the male ones, but I was pretty sure I did. If I didn't, you better believe I'll buy them all this time around. Keep going through some of these. A lot of you might not recognize some of these skins because they were part of Battle Pass. Some of these may be rare to you, but looking over them, there's nothing too crazy here. A lot of these are starter packs too, which you can get. This one was a Borderlands. Love all the Peely styles. I think they did great with the whole Peely meme. But yeah, I think the common theme looking through a lot of these is that a lot of them are underrated, and that I could definitely rock a lot more skins than I usually do. I love this buff Santa Claus that you could change and even get this little face on too. That makes me think this year's next season is going to be on Christmas, so it's going to be like a Christmas themed season. Speaking of rare skins though, we got the one and only Skull Trooper here. Now, if you bought him now this year or last year, you'd get him in the white, the green glow, and the inverted. But if you had bought him originally just with the pink Ghoul Trooper, you would have the purple glow Skull Trooper, which is definitely rare and one of the prize skins on this account. Speeding through these, love me the gold skins last season's. Smoke Dragon, you never see anyone rock, but pretty cool. Slumber, the weirdest skin I've ever seen. Sledgehammer, older season. Sparkle Specialist is a pretty rare one that they brought back kind of in the Season X version. She definitely looks different, but this is a rare one as well. Explode, I never see anyone rock. A lot of these skins I never see anyone rock, which is pretty cool because I could just pop one on and be fairly unique in the lobby. This one was for Twitch Prime, so I don't think they do that anymore. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Sunstrider's definitely a try-hard skin now, I feel. Love me some Summer Drift. Taylor, nobody rocks him, but he's pretty cool. They brought in a lot of new skins recently that look really awesome too. And I think that they've killed it with old skins and new skins for sure. Like these over here, I love how they give them the new styles and kind of refresh them, bring them back to the item shop so everyone has a chance to check them out. Wonder is definitely more of an exclusive skin, and I feel like she's pretty sweet. Love the vibe that's going on, and I love the vibrant colors. Wildy, I think she was a starter pack one, and then I think that's where we close out all of the epic variants. And then we got some more Dark series randomly sprinkled over here, and some Shadow series as well. And apparently a Slurp series, Ripley versus Sludge here. We can make them any color we like out of the three. Okay, on to the rares, the blues. We've got a bunch of these that are going to be from older seasons for sure. And we got probably the rarest, if not the second rarest skin in Fortnite, Aerial Assault Trooper. Sometimes people will randomly ask me, do you have Aerial Assault Trooper? Do you have Renegade Raider? And I gotta tell them, yes, I do. Like this is a really cool skin. And this skin was only available if you reached a certain level. This was before seasons in Fortnite. You had to reach a certain level. And then once you reach that level, you would be able to purchase this skin. So pretty crazy. And not many people bought it at that point because Fortnite wasn't absolutely huge at that point. So it's good to have a rare skin. Going through these pretty basic ones. Fortnite made some pretty basic skins before, and they charge the same as they do for skins nowadays, but I feel like they've done a really great job on making them worth the buck at the end of the day. Bright Bomber, who's been in the item shop a billion gajillion times. Definitely a bunch of skins that you don't see ever, basically. I like how they gave codename Elf just a random freaking mint style. Go with the Merry Mint Axe. These are definitely super random, and you don't see them a lot. So it's interesting for me to go through the locker. I didn't even remember I have some of these, but they're all here ready to be played with. So let me know which one of these that aren't like the common rare ones would you play with. I'm just going through them quickly now. This is Recon Expert's like male version. So I was curious why they didn't make him rare too. I'm still wondering what happened with the whole Recon Expert thing. Like what really happened for her to not go to the item shop for years, you know? Moving through, nothing too crazy. Just going through all these, showing you what I got. Munitions Expert was a skin that I definitely rocked quite a bit in the earlier days of Fortnite. Point Patroller is one of the PlayStation Plus exclusives. I got a couple things to tell you about them. But going through these, we got Recon Expert, which is of course wildly rare before, and they put her in the item shop now, so she is no longer rare. Bunch of random skins with no sentimental attachment for me. I thought it was pretty cool they made it a female Skull Ranger. That's definitely one of the skins to rock during Halloween. Stealth Reflex. This one was one of them if you had bought like an Nvidia card or something. It mimics the skin that's in the green kind of style, but definitely more rare. I'm sure looking through all these skins, some of you may not recognize a lot of them, but these have all been in Fortnite at one time or another. So it's pretty interesting to go back and see all these. Suki, I think this skin is severely underrated, and I definitely need to rock it more. It's like a cyborg looking schoolgirl anime looking. It's awesome. I like it. This is one of the free skins last year. Hopefully they'll have some more free skins this Christmas. And there is just so much more for me to show you. There is an infinite amount of skins here. So in the interest of time, I'm just gonna blast through them until I find one with some sentimental attachment for me. Will that happen soon? I do not know. We're zooming now. We're just zooming. You can just zoom in on the characters at this point, because I'm not gonna be saying anything as I just blow past these. The Ghostbuster skins were pretty sweet. I'm glad they brought them to the game. I feel like I've skipped over one or two that I think are really important, but we're into the green skins now, and they definitely get a little bit less detailed at this point, but definitely remembered as kind of some of the classic skins. Oh, we're finally hitting the end here. There we go. Okay, I somehow blazed over Renegade Raider. I definitely have Renegade Raider, and I think she's a really cool skin. I know some people might think she's overrated, but I actually really like the style, and she was one of those skins that you had to pick up. You had to be a certain level, and then you had to buy it. So there was that. But in terms of the rare skins, I think Renegade Raider is up there, and then I would say Aerial Assault Trooper is right behind her. So I mentioned a little earlier, there's 10 skins that I don't have. I don't have iconic. I just didn't want to buy a whole phone or something to get them. All right, maybe I should have, because then I would have full collection, but that's one of them. I don't have Royale Bomber, which is still available, so I can get them. Honor Guard, which same situation as iconic, but I think you can still get them. The Galaxy skin, I didn't want to buy all these phones, okay? I don't have him either. Eon, which is from buying one of the Xboxes. I actually had those Xboxes, but I gave them away. I think I could still get that skin, so that's not a big issue. Rogue Spider, again, an Xbox thing. We have Dark Vertex, again, an Xbox thing. They're making me want to buy all these consoles. We have Blue Striker and Carbon Commando, as well as Neo Versa. Those three skins that I'm missing, the last three that I just mentioned, those are all PlayStation Plus exclusives. Because I don't play on PlayStation, I wasn't really paying attention of when those skins came out. So they were free and I could have got them easily. I just wasn't aware of it and I missed them. So if they ever come out with a new one, just let me know and I'll go get it so I don't miss them. But yeah, those are the 10 that I'm missing, and it's not really a huge deal to me. And I could probably get like half of them now still, so not a huge issue. In terms of back blings, there's nothing really too insanely special about back blings. I'm not going to bore you by showing you them. I feel like there's a lot of really cool ones, and I'll kind of highlight on those. Like I really like the katana here from season 6. Deadpool's katanas are really cool. But the thing with me, at least, and I don't know if you're the same, but I don't really like rocking back blings all that much. I have all these back blings that you could see here, but none of them really stand out with me. I did like the capes, but the capes kind of get away with your vision. I'm all about like gameplay and being the best I could be, so a lot of these kind of block your vision, but I think they're pretty sweet. If you like them, you like them. And sometimes I like throwing on one randomly, especially if I'm playing like Batman or something. But most of the time, I will not rock a back bling. So there's all my back blings, which is essentially every back bling in the game. And yeah, let's go on to the next one. Pickaxes. Now, as a refresher, there is no legendary pickaxe currently in the game. We do have a bunch of these ones from the series. We have pretty cool ones from the DC series. I really like the Aquaman's trident. Love Harley's hitter. They should give her the new animation for the new baseball bat that just came out. All the Marvel ones are pretty sweet, and I like the one-handed ones as well as the two-handed ones. It was pretty cool that they moved on just from pickaxes being like a two-hander, right, into these one in each hand, into different animations. I really like what they did with it, even like with Captain America's shield, all the Star Wars stuff. All this stuff is pretty sweet. I'm gonna focus on the ones that I think are really, really awesome. This Excalibur one, I believe this one's pretty rare because it was part of the battle pass. You never see anyone with it, and it's probably one of the rarest pickaxes, but it is not the rarest. I'm gonna show you guys the rarest in just a second here as I try to find it. There's some save the world pickaxes too that you can't really acquire in Battle Royale unless you do them in Save the World. So not too many people have those. Like scrolling through here, I'm pretty sure this one, maybe this one is from Save the World. There's definitely a couple from Save the World. But in terms of ones that I rock, I do like rocking the candy cane. I think it's pretty sweet. Bottom feeder one, this one, I feel like this one's a classic, as well as like the Chomp Jr. This is one of the craziest pickaxes when it came out. Here we go. Raiders Revenge. So this was in that the level locked item shop along with Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper, and this is the rarest pickaxe in the game. It looks pretty sweet, I gotta say, and anytime I rock it, people are always asking me, you know, what pickaxe is this? So definitely a cool part of my collection here. But yeah, I usually just stick to clean pickaxes now. My probably favorite one right now is Blades. I just love how it's like so smooth, and it's got its own animation that we haven't seen yet with any other pickaxe. So right now, this is probably my favorite. There's also another one here. I like to rock this gold scythe. I think it looks awesome. One that a lot of you might not recognize is the #2 pencil pickaxe. This one came out in season 3, and it's pretty rare. You don't see too many people with it. It came kind of with the John Wick, like the budget John Wick that we saw, and it's probably one of the smallest, cleanest pickaxes. So if you got it, you probably rocked it for a while at a certain point. Flawless is one of the cleanest ones as well. It doesn't make that much noise when you hit things, and I just love the look of it. The gold and the diamond and the like, it looks like an ancient artifact. I love it. I feel like the Batsicles, pretty classic one too. I think it has a unique look. Reaper, of course, was pretty rare until last year when they brought it back. The noise this makes, it's so loud. That's why I don't rock it too much. I love this spectral axe. It's just so clean and basic. It's good vibes. Studded axe. This is probably all time the pickaxe I've used the most. It's just so clean. It really doesn't make any noise, and it's just so easy to see where you're hitting. So definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Okay, moving on to gliders here. There is a lot of gliders, not as many as skins and backblings, but there is legendary gliders, which of course these like mythical beasts popping out everywhere, all these colors and animations flying everywhere. I think they're pretty cool. They do block a lot of your screen though when they're happening, so I do refrain from using them. The car is probably my favorite one. I wish they made a version where you could ride on top of it. I think that'd be a pretty nice feature. I love the music that plays from this one as well. Laser Chomp's pretty cool. Royale Dragon, again, this one would be cool if you could ride on top of it. I think that one would really work. Sail Shark you can ride on top of, so that's a nice feature. And then we got 2 more dragons here, the gold one and Steel Wing as well. Now, a lot of these you've probably seen because these are the superhero ones. Now, in terms of rarity, there's not too many insanely rare gliders. There's probably a bunch that I'm missing that came out in the item shop and haven't come back since. And there's definitely some underrated ones like this one that you never see, which I think looks pretty cool. Brella is pretty sweet too because this one's customizable, and I actually customized this one to match with Renegade Raider. Going through though, there is a bunch of gliders that you'll never see unless you kind of watch a video like this. I'm not going to go through every single one, but let me show you the rarest glider I have and the rarest glider in the game. I love these spaceships though. Look at the spaceships and like the planetary probe. Those are some pretty sweet ones. I always like the pterodactyl one because he like drops an egg and then he hatches. This spirit one is so clean too. Yeah, I feel like there's, especially with gliders, so many underrated ones, but for me, I like to keep it clean, so I like to stick with certain ones. Paper plane, it's nice. Vol 1, nice. Love the tactical sleigh. Time for Christmas. And then when you get down here, it really gets into the basic ones that follow the same kind of format. where the other ones are unique. That comes to the rarest glider in the game, the Mako glider. This one was the last item that I'm mentioning that was in that level lock item shop, and if you see someone with this, it is rare. And then of course we got the umbrellas for winning in different seasons. So if you haven't played Fortnite from the start, you definitely don't have every single one of these unique umbrellas, and I just love how each of them is different from the other. These are the founders one for getting Save the World. I don't know if you can get that anymore. We got the season 9 victory, season 9 here for doing the John Wick mode, palm leaf from season 8, season 3 probably one of my favorite ones, but then again you got like season 7 here, which is truly unique, and the list just keeps on going. And I love that they do this. I think it gives you a nice little memento for winning in that season, which is nice, something to reflect on. The one that I rocked for a while was magic wings, because this one you could just kind of see through them, see where you're landing, precision, precise. Now we got contrails. Again, you've probably seen all of these contrails. I'm gonna just go to the rarest ones. I think this exhaust one feels pretty rare. I don't know if it is rare. I don't see anyone rock these pumpkins. Got random ones like popcorn over here, and this one. The Christmas lights are cool. But yeah, these I don't know. I don't really usually rock contrails either, so they're not like a big deal to me. But I have all of them, so there's that. Emotes. Everybody knows and loves emotes. I have every single emote, with the exception if there was a promotional one. I guess I don't have the iconic dance one, and that's pretty much about it. But everything else is here, and there is so many bangers to go through that I can't possibly cover them all. I do have copyright music off, so I still buy them though, because I want to have them in my collection. So there's that. Now the rarest dance, to my knowledge, is gonna have to be the one and only, the original, the floss. There you go. And they tried to bring it back a little bit different, a little unique, so that people could buy it again, and that was the windmill floss. There's also the one-handed floss too, I think. But yeah, there's so many dances in the game, and I think Fortnite has done an absolutely spectacular job in introducing new and unique dances, especially with the new like TikTok ones and stuff. I think they've done just a fantastic job. Maybe we'll have our own emo here one day. Probably not, but maybe. That's the spirit, Wolverine. And then the last 3, we have wraps here. And again, wraps aren't too crazy unique. I think a lot of you guys have these wraps, and if not, a lot of them will come back in the item shop. I don't know which one is the rarest wrap. I genuinely couldn't tell you. Maybe one of these that like was unlocked in the battle pass. I don't know if Kevin was unlocked in the battle pass. I'm just saying like one of them that was unlocked in the battle pass is probably one of the rarest ones, but I don't think anyone's paying too much close attention to the wraps. Loading screens, there's a ton. I'm not going to show you them all, but I feel like we've been getting a lot less loading screens, and I definitely want some loading screens back, because there's some cool art styles that they've shown recently, and we need some wallpapers for Fortnite. Maybe not in the battle pass, maybe it just has a free reward or something. The last thing I'm gonna go over is music. Now all the music, I got it all, and the only one I'm gonna really touch on is default vibes right here. If you don't know what default vibes is, it's this one. This one is my favorite lobby music. I never get tired of it, and I've never had so many people ask me, what is your lobby music? Now, this one's not particularly rare, but it kind of is, because they only bring it to the item shop every like 6 months or something. I think they've only brought it back once from when it initially came out. So if you see this one, make sure you cop it. Make sure you use code TYPICALGAMER. All right, well, that's Locker Tour. Now, I've spent, personally, I just looked through all the transactions and stuff, I think $12,000 just buying V-Bucks. That's not going to count for the codes that I've redeemed, you know, the codes you could buy in person, for what I've gifted other people, for the consoles and stuff and phones I've had to buy to get some of the exclusive rewards. I'm going to put it at around $20,000 this account. It's pretty crazy, but this game has done so much for me. It's my full-time job, and I absolutely love supporting Epic. They've done so much, and I think they've done a fantastic job, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So maybe we'll do another one of these locker tours. If you want to see that, hit that like button, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.